Rain lashes down on the grotesque stone gargoyles of Gotham City, where neon lights bleed through the thick industrial smog. High above the streets, a solitary figure stands poised on a dizzyingly high ledge, his green hood whipping in the wind. Green Arrow draws back the string of his custom recurve bow, looking through a high-tech optical scope. Across the street, behind reinforced glass, sits a lavish penthouse suite. "To pay the piper, Roland," Oliver mutters. He releases the string with a sharp snap, but mid-flight, a heavy, jagged silver blur streaks out of the darkness. A batarang shatters the arrow's carbon fiber shaft into useless splinters, just inches before it can strike the penthouse glass. From the shadows of the water tower above, Batman descends. His cape billows out like the massive wings of a predatory bird, absorbing the ambient city light. He lands heavily on the rooftop 10 yards away, cracking the concrete beneath his armored boots. He orders Green Arrow to stand down, claiming Vance is his target, a thread that, once pulled, will unravel Gotham's entire underground smuggling ring. He needs Vance alive and talking. Green Arrow immediately knocks another arrow, aiming it squarely at the Dark Knight's chest with a smirk. He argues that Vance is a Queen Industries problem, destined for a small box back to Star City. Shifting his aim, Arrow fires a grapple to a higher communications tower, swinging up and away while joking that he was only aiming for Vance's champagne glass for dramatic flair. When Arrow lands lightly on the tower and looks back, the rooftop is empty, save for a swirl of cape and lingering smoke. Suddenly, a blackened steel cable wraps tightly around his ankle, yanking him violently downward into the shadows. Twisting with Olympic agility in mid-air, Oliver draws a serrated hunting blade, slices the cable, and lands perfectly in a crouch. He instantly fires 3 explosive-tipped arrows into the pitch-black alcove. The brilliant orange detonation illuminates Batman diving seamlessly through the falling debris, hurling 3 batarangs in retaliation. Arrow deflects 2 with his bow's reinforced riser, but the third clips his shoulder guard, sending a high-voltage shock through his arm. Gritting his teeth, Arrow reaches deep into his quiver and fires a blunt-tipped shaft at the ground beneath Batman's feet. It bursts into a rapidly expanding high-density polymer foam, attempting to cement the Dark Knight to the roof. Batman activates micro-acid dispersers built into his boots, breaking free with a powerful surge. He closes the distance in a fraction of a second, unleashing a flurry of devastating martial arts strikes. Arrow blocks furiously, but the relentless force pushes him back toward the lethal drop of the roof's edge. Arrow sweeps his leg to take out Batman's knees, but the Dark Knight flips backwards effortlessly, tossing a smoke bomb that plunges the area into a thick, choking, lead-laced grey fog. Inside Batman's cowl, his HUD glows red with infrared vision. Tracking Arrow's glowing thermal heat signature through the smoke, Batman strikes. A heavy right cross bypasses Oliver's guard and sends the archer spinning to the wet concrete. Oliver recovers, spitting a drop of blood. He pulls a specialized silver-tipped arrow and slams it directly into the rooftop deck beneath his own feet. An ultra-high-frequency sonic wave erupts, shattering the windows of the penthouse far below and violently disrupting the sensitive audio receptors in Batman's cowl. Batman drops to one knee, grasping his head in agonizing pain. Arrow takes careful aim with a weighted bolo arrow, ready to restrain the disoriented vigilante. But Batman, fighting through the blinding pain, triggers a localized EMP burst from a capsule on his utility belt. The sonic arrow dies instantly, and Arrow's high-tech holographic bow sight fizzles out in a shower of sparks. They rush each other again in brutal hand-to-hand combat. No trick arrows, no high-tech gadgets. Oliver's street-brawling agility clashes against Bruce's heavily armored, globally mastered martial arts. Batman catches a fierce right hook from Arrow, using the momentum to twist the archer's arm behind his back. He pins Oliver hard against the cold, wet brick of a chimney stack, pressing his armored forearm firmly against Oliver's throat. "Enough!" Batman growls. Struggling, but smiling a defiant, bloody smile, Green Arrow tells Batman to admit he had him sweating for a second. Batman ignores the jab and reveals the truth. Vance is working for Ra's al Ghul, supplying specialized ballistic tech to the League of Assassins. If they take him now, the League scatters. If they trail him tonight, Vance leads them to the primary armory. The fight drains out of Oliver instantly. The mention of the League of Assassins changes the entire board. He rubs his bruised neck and picks up his fallen bow, walking to the edge of the roof to look down at the penthouse. Through the shattered windows, Vance is visibly panicking, screaming into a burner phone while grabbing a briefcase. Arrow notes that his sonic arrow spooked the arms dealer into begging for an emergency extraction. Batman agrees, anticipating an armored convoy that they can follow to the armory. "We?" Arrow asks, amused. Don't tell me the lone wolf wants a partner tonight. Batman fires his grapple gun high into the night sky, stepping up onto the slippery stone ledge as the rain washes over his armor. He tells Queen to stay out of his way and not to miss before swinging out into the vast, dark abyss of the city. Green Arrow watches him go, chuckling to himself. He reaches into his quiver, knocks a specialized GPS tracker arrow, and mutters, "I never miss." With that, Green Arrow dives off the roof after Batman, the two legendary heroes disappearing into the rainy Gotham night, a chaotic but highly effective alliance forged in the shadows.